I just want to start this video on a pleasant, fun note before I get into the shit. I just found today this spanner. And when I say found, I mean found in my toolbox. I've had that since at least 1971, when I purchased my brand new Triumph Tiger 100 SS motorcycle, and that was part of the toolkit. I still have it, obviously. It is a spear point 7/16 half-inch AF. It's amazing to me that as you go along in life, you'll get a spanner and it just becomes a favourite. And that, well, of course, this particular size of spanner, you can rebuild any British bike and any British car of the 60s, 70s and 80s probably. Also, I have this one, which is a Whitworth King Dick, and that fits the float bowl nuts on a SU carburetor. I have this, and whoa, I must have splashed out. This is a snap-on one, although in honesty I think someone gave it to me. 5/16. And as it happens, the 5/16 fits the 2BA nut. And also I have this old brake adjusting spanner for, drum brakes. Remember those things, guys? Yeah, it's, I have other tools that I've had all of my life. In fact, let me just show you one more. This. I've had these since I was an apprentice electrician at the ripe old age of 16. So, yeah, I'm 73 now, so that tells you how long I've had this. And also a pair of pliers which are not visible, Elliott Lucas pliers. Again, it was a lot of money in those days. But, yeah, it's just certain tools that stay with you all your life, and then, well, who knows what will happen to them. Hopefully somebody else will appreciate. Now, regarding these pins from Moss, I did get an email from them. Pathetically, he says he tried to call and couldn't leave a message because there was no beep, which is bullshit. And the insulting line is, the pins are not meant to be a tight fit. The spring-loaded discussion keeps them from dropping in the door once the panel is on. The diameter of the pin is 3 millimeters with taper on one end to aid installation. With this size of these pins, you don't need a fucking taper. I'm not stupid. I know they're not a tight fit. They're not a machine fit. Otherwise, you'd never get the damn things out. Moss sells crap. Sorry. That's just what it is. It's Chinesium crap, isn't it? What a surprise. There, as you can see, it says 1/8. Now, let me turn that to that stupid millimeter stuff. Let's give it a bit of a squeeze. 3.16, 3.15. It varies slightly, of course, because that's rather an accurate measurement. But they made theirs 3 millimeters. That is too fucking small. Okay, I meant to demonstrate this before, as you know, regarding these little pins. This is the correct size pin. It is 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, 1/8. The ones from Moss, they tell me, are 3 millimeters. That is too fucking small. It needs to be 3.15 millimeters, and there is their problem. They're using millimeters instead of proper fractions. It's an old English car, you assholes. So it has old English measurements, not that metric shit. This is how the pin should work. There. Perfect fit. Doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't fall through. Not that crap you sell. Thanks, Moss, for wasting my time and money. Once again. That's the last order I will ever place with you. Well, here's the octopus. I've rebound the harnesses, and even though I say it myself, I don't think it looks too bad. Yes, it doesn't have the pretty coloured cotton in it, but That's bloody good tape. I found the best way to do it was to tear off 18 inches or so, and then start wrapping it around, because it does bond to itself. And then once you have wrapped it around, give it a gentle squeeze just to make it stick to each other, and that seems to work quite well. Now my task is to get the harnesses back to their location, which means I've got to figure out which one goes where. Not difficult task really, quite easy when you figure out the colours that are there and the colours that you've got in your hand. And certain ones are deadly obvious. This one here with the lights on it, well, that's the dash, isn't it? And this here, that's right next to it, that more than likely connects to this one here, which is the right hand wiring harness for the car. So in theory it shouldn't be too bad. It's just going to be awkward jiggling and squeezing and getting it all in the right place and making sure I don't forget anything. My plan, and I don't know if this is what I will do, is to get all the harnesses in position, not connect them to the rest of the car, then connect the battery and turn the ignition on and keep my fingers very, very crossed. That's the theory. But prior to that, I'm going to install the battery safety switch that I have purchased. And I may or may not have mentioned this in the past, but I'm going to mention it now. It's going to be installed inside. It's going to be installed approximately here. Not sure exactly where yet. I've got to figure that out because I want to lay in the under dash panel and see how that fits. But I can't do that until I've got these harnesses in their approximate location. So let me get on and do that. Well, there is a mock-up of the switch housing. It is going to go in the car, as I mentioned. It's going to be approximately where my knee is on the right-hand side. And I will now weld this up and powder coat it. Well, weld it up, clean it up and powder coat it. Not sure what colour I will do it. You see, the interior, of course, is mainly red. In other words, the leather is. No, it's not. Don't lie. The carpet... Oh, Jesus, it's been so long. The carpets are red. The actual interior leather is kind of like a fawnish colour. So I'm deciding whether to do this red or black. I do have a goldish colour, but I think that would look pretty awful. It's a goldish yellow colour. Same colour as the fan. Maybe that would be better, actually. Let's go have a look at the fan. That's the trouble with old age. I'd painted the fan red. I changed my colour after I trimmed it. All right. It's going to go. Let me show you where it's going to go. It's going to go here. Right there. There is a panel that goes there, and that will fit there nicely. There is a panel that goes on that, but I will have to modify it to go around the switch, which won't be really difficult. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do 2 riv nuts, drill holes, 2 riv nuts. Yep. Okay, let's get on with it. Right, this is it, powder coated. Unfortunately, I've got a bobble there. That must have been from one of the welds on the inside, and I didn't see it, but too bad. It's staying. I'm not going to do this again. You may wonder why I chose this colour. Well, the other colours I've got are black or red. Well, and bright yellow, of course. Neither of which I thought would look particularly good, whereas this is, well, it's not close, but it's something like better than, That's the interior colour. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Now, this will now be mounted. Get that little baby in there. So the powder coat's made it a little different. And then we'll get that on there. And the nut. Yeah. And then the switchy thing. And that will be it. I could drill and tap, couldn't I? That would make it neat. Alright, I'll do it. There is the bracket in place for the isolation switch. The only concern I have, I won't know that until later, is whether my knee will bash against it. I don't think it will, but we will see. Yeah. Next is to get the cables in for that, get that sorted out. That's going to take a little while, so that'll be in the next clip.